welcome back to John Route 16. I am your host Javon, and today we have a brand new benchmark to be testing out Tomb Raider 2013 for the PC. Today we're running on my Intel Core i3-7100U with the Intel HD 620, running with 16GB of DDR3 RAM memory in dual channel memory mode, and 1080p on the normal preset. Because why the heck not, right? Why the heck not? So pain's gonna start real fast. I just want you guys to know that. Oh yeah, I was gonna say this crap's a bit too loud. I was gonna say this crap's a little too loud. You may not be able to hear me. I'm really trying to make sure you guys can always hear me in my videos these days. So yeah. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. So please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stick around for more epic content. So right off the bat, 1080p normal. It ain't cutting it. it ain't. Yeah, guys, it ain't doing it. This ain't it. This ain't it. Now, the i3-7100, you have to be careful with it because it does have a severe bottleneck. The CPU can go to 100% real fast at 2.4 GHz simply because it doesn't have a boost clock like everything else does. Really weird stuff. But, right off the bat, I don't like how that is playing. So what we're going to do is, we're going to do 1080p low and see if we can get something playable. We were getting around 19 FPS on normal. Let's shoot for 30, maybe? 30 maybe? Yeah, that's not happening. So it went to about 3 or 4 FPS. That's about it. We're not getting 30 FPS on 1080p. 1080p is a bit too high for the game, guys, unfortunately. I remember how ugly this thing can look. I really got these textures low, man. I remember. This is a very low end game. Just not that low end that you can play it on 1080p on integrated graphics like this. It's a very low end game.
Okay.
I remember this was always my go-to game for any benchmark. For any benchmark, I tested this game. It's crazy. Still a bit too loud. Better. For any benchmark, I test this damn game. So it does hit 30, but that's not gonna cut it with us. We need to go a bit higher. We need to go lower. So 1080p isn't going to cut it on the Intel HD 620, unfortunately. We're going to need to see what happens. So now what we're going to do, I'm just going to switch really fast. We're going to go to 720p normal and see how that performs. Yes, this is also being run on a capture card at all times, so this is how the game actually plays. So you don't have to worry about the game, any FPS being dropped from that. Wow, so 720p low, normal. Wow, that really made a difference. You can play the game at 720p normal. 1080p really made a difference. Holy crap. That swap really made a big difference there. So we're doing better than 1080p on low. And we have textures and stuff now. And we are able to achieve over 30 FPS on average, it seems. Dual channel memory matters, guys. I remember running this game back in the day and I could never achieve this at 720p. It would not have been possible. Especially on normal, never. Never a thing. When I only has single channel at 8GB of single channel memory, you need dual channel. Dual channel really does boost your computer up, guys. 2022 now. 2020.
Sam's pack.
Yeah, you need that dual channel. The 16GB of RAM don't matter because obviously it's an old game. It's not using 16GB of RAM. It's not even using 5. 4GB of RAM is sufficient for this game, but you just need a dual channel. Well, once again, I hope you guys enjoy these types of videos. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stick around for more epic content. If you'd like to see more videos on the Intel HD 620, just leave a comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as possible. I know people love the Intel HD 620, a lot more people seem to have this, so I tend to do more benchmarks on this. But I can do a bit more as well. I have been slacking lately. So it can't sustain the 30 FPS either at normal, but it does look quite nice. Now I could probably tweak some settings that would, you know, shadow is definitely a thing causing some issues, but instead of that we're actually going to drop it down just to low, and we're going to hope for the best. We normally never test, we don't normally test games on integrated graphics on anything other than low, because you can't afford graphical settings here. You just can't.
Looks a bit.
My screen just disappeared on me. That was weird. Was that weird for you? That was weird for me. The cutscene seems to be running quite well though.
Here's the soon-to-be world.
Can't argue with that. And at 720p normal, the game looks amazing. It really does.
I can't just sit here. I've got to find something to eat.
So back in this forest area, we are getting over 30 FPS, but we're going to dip it once more. We're going to go all the way down to the low preset and see if we can finally get anywhere near in the 50s. I mean, that would be a stretch, but hey. We're getting in the 40s at least. So 720p low. We could have frame capped this at 30 FPS, changed a few settings, disabled shadows, and we probably would have been right as rain at 30 FPS. Like, this is definitely able to do 30 FPS without any issue. Oh, we are hitting in the 50s. Yeah, this can definitely do 30 FPS without issue, but you know, as I get lower and lower, as you can see, my CPU is starting to get closer and closer to 100%. It's in its 60s now. Just like that. It'll bottleneck you quick if you try to go too low down. Since the CPU and GPU are very close in power, the CPU most of the time will be a bottleneck for anything newer, any of the newer games, but we seem to be okay with Tomb Raider 2013 here.
This thing still works. Just remember Roth's training.
You can have the best form and technique in the world, but it won't mean a thing if you can't focus. The key to using any weapon is focus.
Where the damn deer at?
So hungry. I need to find something to eat.
I'm telling you, man, this game takes me back. I tested this game, everything. This is like the barometer for me. Whenever I get a new computer, this is like the first game I test. I'm like, can it run Tomb Raider 2013? This is my crisis, bro. This is my crisis. Can it run Tomb Raider 2013? How well can it run Tomb Raider 2013? Can it do 720p at 30 FPS on low? Most of the time it's no. But that's for it for me, guys. I just wanted to show you guys how the game ran on Intel AC 620 with dual channel memory RAM. Way better performance. I'll see you guys next time.
Right, back to camp.
All right, love. You won't always have some fancy gadget to tell you where you are. If you can learn to read the land and the stars, you'll always be able to find your way home.